Hi Cancer, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so we're starting off with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands speaks about harmony, it speaks about relationships, commitment, I'm hearing. Ooh, and the Ten of Pentacles. Contract, commitment, can be a commitment that we have with someone, a serious relationship. This can also be you living with someone as well. Can be, I'm hearing something about leasing. Something to do with housing. You could even be moving in with someone, or combining finances even for some of you. You can also be working together with someone to make money on a joint cause. Some sort of discussion on the topic of values, beliefs, spirituality. You may be connecting with someone or reconnecting with someone. Because this can be further building upon a relationship that you already had. Having the option to expand within the relationship, or this can be you getting connected with someone and maybe wanting to take it a step further. Because there's a sense of like you're connected with someone and you may kind of be going through certain things, like asking certain questions, connecting with them, kind of establishing a foundation with this person. And there's a sense of like knowing what that connection is between you and this individual, and trying to figure out where you're going to go next, like what opportunity you're going to take. It seems like this is a mutual, some type of mutual action that's happening. You and this person may be getting some type of opportunity. I'm seeing it be offered to both of you. So yeah, something you'd be doing together. For some of you, you may be figuring out where you want to live with someone even. Or trying to figure out things on the financial front. You may recognize that emotionally you're compatible with someone, but there's also, I'm seeing Pisces pop out here next to, it's the moon, which represents Pisces, next to the Knight of Wands over here. I'm gonna see why this is popping out. You may be surprised by someone's behavior, but this can also be something going on with you. It's like you may be having some impulsive thoughts that are kind of coming up out of the blue. Or maybe you're also getting to know somebody further in a different way than you had initially seen them. It seems kind of like I'm really feeling some type of Neptune contact that you have in your synastry with someone. And when we have a Neptune contact, what happens is that we have a hard time completely undressing someone initially. It's like, even if you think that you have, it's like there are more layers to get down behind. And there may be something now that's falling away and you're realizing about somebody that you're connecting with. It feels like it comes about kind of surprisingly, like something may even be sprung on you. It's something that you wouldn't have caught wind of previously. Like, whether or not this person deliberately kind of hid this from you, I'm seeing something come about. Something that you either find out or recognize. But yeah, I'm seeing it like something that you didn't see initially with this person. And you may need to set boundaries or work it through with them. For some of you, there's a sense of knowing that you have chemistry with someone and connecting with them, and you may want to take things more, like, take things to the next level or make some sort of commitment with someone. I'm seeing definitely an emotional connection that you have with this person, but they may not be wanting to have a commitment. For some of you, you could even be connecting with someone and it's like a situation like maybe they're predominantly non-monogamous and you didn't know this initially, something like that even. But I'm seeing something with the potential to work out and work through with this person and kind of get on the same page with them. I guess it's just a matter of how this is handled and addressed and where the compromise is willing to happen for both parties. Like, somebody could have even made some type of impulsive decision, but it could have been something that you hadn't expected to happen. Okay, so you're connecting with someone. It seems like the way you are being guided to work within your connection with this person is to be in the Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups would be somebody compassionate, somebody understanding, somebody very loving. So to be also in a receptive space emotionally. This is a gracious type of energy. Seems like that's going to help you work with this person best. Again, I am seeing some type of partnership and I'm seeing you working with someone. So this can be romantic or this can be something business related even. But it seems more serious than that. It seems like somebody that you're definitely tied to, at least for the time being. I'm hearing you get some type of notice or message. There's a sense of needing to figure out what you're going to do about this. Like, you may be working with someone or talking to them, and then some type of information comes through for you. But it may be something that kind of catches you off guard when it comes through. Because I'm seeing this be hidden. It's kind of like you're in the middle of doing your business and everything looks fine, and then unexpectedly some bit of information or something is communicated with you. You may feel like whatever this is, because I'm seeing this be related to somebody you're like either working with, whether again this be like business related, work related, or an interpersonal relationship. You may feel like you don't have shared values in the same way you may have assumed that you would with someone, and you have to make a decision about whether or not this is something that you want to continue to connect with or someone you want to continue to connect with. For some of you, the relationship is going to end because of this. It's like I'm seeing like somebody have a very different lifestyle than another person, or even like the way that they show up. It's like you're looking for commitment and consistency, and that's not what this person is about, and there's a sense of recognizing this. And not in any way where it's like, well, I'm right and you're wrong. There's a sense of just like a difference here is what I'm seeing. And something that may not be able to like gel with what you're looking for. As I said before, for some of you, I'm seeing there be a decision to end a connection that you have with someone. You may have been putting off making a decision. With the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords is usually an energy like you already know what you want to do, but you may not want to have that conversation with someone, but I'm seeing that it's going to happen. So things can be cleared up and clarified, and I'm seeing it lead towards an ending here. Whether this be something within the dynamic is ending, or there's a complete ending of a relationship here. It seems like it's because something doesn't align with what it is that you want. Let's see what goes after this. Yeah, you may be moving on from something completely. Wow. This is a karmic lesson. I'm looking at Saturn popping out here. So it looks like a difficult decision that's being made, because I am seeing that you definitely do have chemistry with this person, but when it comes to the ways that you guys want to carry out things related to your lifestyle, there just may be irreconcilable differences. Yes. Irreconcilable differences. So, sorry, we're working on zero sleep here. But I'm seeing that this leads to an opportunity for you to get more connected with yourself. So even though it's tough, it's something that's going to lead you to feeling more empowered, because you're listening to yourself and making a decision that's true for you and right for you. It feels too like there's a realization being made that you can have chemistry with someone, and that may not necessarily mean that you can have a relationship with them. So it's like energetically you may really get on with this person, but the way that somebody wants to like play out their energy is different than what you're looking for. So this is also about you knowing like what your standards and values are, and not compromising on something that you're not actually willing to compromise on just for the sake of being with someone that at the end of the day you're not completely compatible with. And I mean, that's always a discussion for you to have with yourself when it comes down to like what you're willing to like put up with or even negotiate on, versus what you're going to feel disempowered by doing and participating in. I'm looking at Taurus, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, Mercury, Saturn, and Venus. I'm seeing something that's being let go of, and I'm seeing boundaries being placed down. Maybe boundaries that you're setting for yourself. which is something that's being worked on, I'm seeing. This seems also like you working on things regarding the throat chakra, communicating clearly, having conversations that are necessary, setting boundaries, saying what's okay with you, what's not okay with you, what your expectations are, being a good listener. There's also kind of a shift with the Queen of Swords to be more analytical as well, maybe even more like rational and realistic. That could also just be like what the specific focus is for right now. Because I'm seeing that a new beginning is coming to fruition for you. So a new chapter is going to be opening up. It seems like this is mostly about like your values, what you want, your empowerment, setting boundaries, not compromising on what you don't want to compromise on. And you'll know what that is for you, because it's like if you end up compromising on something that goes against your personal boundaries, there's a sense of feeling resentful because you're not staying true to yourself and what you need and what you want. So when you start feeling things like that, it means you're not showing up for yourself in the way that you need to. So even if you are like, I wish that I could compromise on this, or I want to, or you try to, if you start getting feelings of resentment and things like that showing up, it means that your boundaries, you're allowing your boundaries to be crossed, or again, you're not showing up for yourself in the way that you need to. But it seems like as soon as you release this, it's kind of like a weight is being lifted off you. Even, it may not feel like that initially, but I'm kind of getting that, because I'm seeing the sun below the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, it seems like once you move beyond this situation, I'm seeing definitely a sense of like hopefulness and happiness related to where you're going now. It's just also about you keeping your head up too. And know that you're getting closer as well to what it is that you want. But at times you may still get caught up in your head about this. Maybe even about, I'm hearing keeping an open mind, also staying optimistic. Like, you may be tirelessly, it feels tirelessly that you've been working on something, and you may feel like you're not getting much traction. I'm seeing that you are. This seems more so like a projection to me. Because it seems like you're putting in a lot of work when it comes to like where you're going and what you're investing in, and like personal work that you're doing for yourself. But for you looking in on this space, you may be like, I feel like I'm not making any progress, or I feel like I'm not going to find what I'm looking for, or maybe even shying away from a new opportunity, or like taking some sort of leap of faith even. It seems too like you may be uncomfortable because a lot of things are changing right now for you, but I'm seeing that the more you kind of flow with what's happening and the less resistant you are, the more you're going to like feel like you're riding the wave rather than resisting it. So you're going to be opening yourself up to swimming with the current rather than against it, metaphorically speaking. For some of you, there's some type of big change that's going to be happening career-wise for you. Could be moving on from something, walking away from it, changing. It seems like some type of position or responsibility or role that you've worked towards. Feels very much like a new chapter for you, Cancer. Maybe you're also reevaluating things on the work front as well. Like if you're happy doing what you're doing, if you want to change it, if you want to rethink it. For some of you, I'm hearing something about retiring. That could also be something that you're letting go of. Like you may have been holding on to a job and you may be retiring from that job. Maybe a specific message. Or maybe retiring from a particular career even. Okay. There may be some type of inner voice that you have that kind of mirrors someone from your past. I'm seeing this be like a really dominant masculine energy that you had been around either during childhood or coming of age, or like somebody from your past that had a significant impact on you. But it's almost a voice. I'm seeing this as having kind of turned into like some sort of inner authority for you. So it's almost like you had someone in your life that was some type of authority that may have even been like didn't give you a type of validation that you wanted, or was disapproving of the things that you were doing, and you may be experiencing that energy coming back, whether this be you experiencing things with this person, or this is something that you've kind of taken on and you hear that voice in your head. I'm hearing disapproving again. It's like something that's bringing a sense of inner conflict. Maybe this is also why you're having a hard time sometimes working through something, because I'm seeing something from the past being worked on, being addressed, but it's something that you may get stuck in sometimes. But it's something you're going to be moving away from. This is the type of energy that may try to like influence you. Again, whether this be like your own internal dialogue or it's someone actually in your life. It's somebody that may influence you by like intimidating you or withholding in some sort of way. And that may made it harder in the past for you to pursue what you wanted to pursue truly. But there's a sense of you gaining maybe the skills or the will even needed to combat this. Because it feels like something that you're letting go of and trading out because you are searching for your happiness and fulfillment. And there's a sense of self-discipline that's needed to do this, to kind of like listen to your own inner voice and inner authority over someone else. So really trusting yourself too about what it is that you want, because you may be setting boundaries with this person. This can even be like some type of masculine figure, a fatherly figure in your life, or that had been in your life, that like when you wanted to pursue something maybe was not supportive of you and what you wanted to do. And now I'm seeing you in like whatever way this energy comes through for you, setting boundaries with this so it doesn't bring tension related to what it is that you're trying out now. Whatever like battle this is that you're going through, I'm seeing that you're going to come out of it and be able to make a decision that's in support of where you're trying to go. But it seems like it's just about addressing this right now, addressing like any of the self-doubt or the things that are holding you back or making you feel stuck. This is also moving beyond any type of stagnancy or anything that brings further anxiety or confusion to you. This can be battles with mental health as well that are being addressed right now, related to your past. For some of you, related to childhood and how that's affecting you now. So you can get closer to what you want, so you can pursue what you want and find the fulfillment that you've been seeking. I'm seeing that all of this stuff that you're going through right now, it's leading you to a brand new chapter that's opening up for you. And this new chapter that's opening up is all about you pursuing the things that you feel called towards. So it's like any dreams that maybe you hadn't been pursuing, or things that inspire you that you wanted to get involved with that for whatever reason you held yourself back from, there's a sense of kind of breaking through that wall and going towards those things now. And like really leaving something behind for good, something that you may have felt controlled by even at a point in time. I'm looking at the Sun, Aries, Uranus. Alright, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.